Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your crown era. It's Coach Hunt, the holistic self-love coach who helps you have the best life ever, whatever that means for you. In this video, I want to talk about your identity or my identity and how my intuition has spoke to me. Divine love is God, the universe, whatever that means for you, however you want to name the ultimate consciousness of the world, of our lives, of the universe, the infinite intelligence. Um, how identity and the information about who we be and how we perceive ourselves and how we show up in the world. So I had this regenerate come into my awareness. I mean, I've always known what the word was, right? But come into my awareness in a different way, in a different perspective for myself, because that's all I can talk about is myself, because it's just me, unless I talk about a client. And the difference between change as a person, when we want change, when we want to evolve or renew ourselves, and then when we want to regenerate. Is that correct, spirit? Let me see. Change, evolve, regenerate. I feel like I'm missing one. So let me just keep talking, because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to process it back out. So spirit gave it to me like a tree, rooted and rooted, rooted and rooted, rooted and rooted, rooted and booted, grounded, a tree. So say, for example, metaphor, you're a tree and you want to change, but you're a tree and you have chosen, I don't want to be a tree anymore. I want to be a bush. And so usually you don't want to, you want, when people say you want to change, or people say ask you to change, that means they're not accepting you for who you are as a holistic being, as a person, as this. You want to change because you don't like something about yourself. And usually the things that you don't like about yourself is something that is either hurting you, or something from the outside is saying that that part of you is not good, or it's not acceptable, or something of that nature. So you want to change. But changing, just the word change and becoming something else altogether, is for me in this moment, in this crown era, God is saying self-love is more important. And my focus is not to change and to rewire my mind regarding change. Now, you can want situations to change, but you as a human being, you don't need to change. You are perfectly imperfect the way you are. And then there's this identity of evolving, moving from one level to another, which is great. It's wonderful. That is something that we want to do. We want to continue to climb up, down, side to side, because I believe evolving is a spiral. And I've done a video on this already, but you can spiral up, you can spiral down, you can spiral left, you can spiral right. It just depends on what situation you're in. So if you spiraling up, you are maturing, you're going to a different level, and you can be able to look down at different particular actions that you've done, and you can be the observer and see yourself of where you've been and where you're going. You can spiral down to be grounded and more into a situation within yourself, say with your relationship with God, or your relationship with yourself, or with the partners or any other human being in the world. You can spiral down, um, and to get grounded. And then you can spiral left and you can spiral right, whatever those things mean to you. It can mean past and future. You can just spiral more into the future in your meditations, in your waking life, and you can spiral more in the past about things and situations, and having that loop energy. So you can spiral and loop at the same time. And so the next one with regenerate or regeneration, Spirit has told me, like, for that, if you're a tree, so to speak, that's when you get pruned or you get cut down. And it's not because you don't like who you are, or It doesn't mean that you want to evolve and change. So I didn't say the metaphor for the tree. So if you want to evolve as a tree, then that means you're going through your stages from the seed to the baby tree that doesn't bear fruit yet, to a stronger tree, and to a tree that bears fruit. And for regeneration, sometimes there's going to be times where you don't get rid of the root of the tree, but you may need to prune, you may need to cut down because of disease or decay or whatever. But that's regeneration, where your roots can get stronger and get more healed or perceived as a way that is, how do I want to say it, spirit? You're more grounded in something, more nutrients, more nurturing, more um, possibilities within yourself, where that you can regenerate yourself upwards and not just bear fruit, but bear many, many, many hundred times more fruit and shade and kindling, so to speak, firewood or whatever, as a tree. And so spirit wants me in this crown era to think about more of to regenerate myself, because I know I've already been through those stages of change. I don't like this about myself. I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And that's efforting. That's running to something else because you don't like who you are. And that's not the best mindset. It is a mindset, but it's not the best. And for, I don't know, maybe a decade or so, I've always said, I'm evolving into the better version of me. I'm evolving and evolving. And now Spirit has moved me from evolution to regenerate. And I'm looking forward to what that blossom is. Because, like I said, when I see myself in regenerating or as a tree, then I'm not just this one tree anymore. I am with just a few limbs and barely any fruit. Now I'm like a gigantic, redwood forest tree that is able to do more things than I did before because I was able to not start over, but be able to remove what no longer was serving me and be able to now be more grounded and deeper into new belief systems, new actions, new patterns of development. And now I will be able to regenerate more than enough, overflow, more joy, more feeling aliveness, more excitement in my fitness, fun, and finances. All those things are important to me. And so I'm going to hone into that, and I will keep you guys updated on this regeneration that spirit is really putting into my heart and my spirit. And, personally, I hope I have a really good dream tonight about it because I've been thinking about it a lot. And that is wonderful. They say when something big is going to happen when you're doing your spiritual work, you always get sick. And I've been sniffing it and sneezing and whatever. Maybe it's the pollen, maybe it's spiritual releasing so I can do what I need to do, be who I need to be, grow like I need to grow, and regenerate like I need to generate. So I look forward to it. If you're open to one of those three, and what phases are you in? Are you in the change phase, running away from your core self? Are you in the evolution phase, knowing that you're becoming a better person of yourself? Or are you regenerating who you are, knowing that you are perfectly perfect by yourself and you are removing the things that need to be removed so you can spread spread your wings as high as possible and spread your branches to do all the things that you want to do. So that's it. That's all, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish drinking my water from my refill, my love refill ritual, and continue to nourish my body. And I love you guys so much. I have your greatest interest at heart. It's Coach Hunt. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye.